Hi, it's Izzy, and I am here today to give you the Abundance Challenge Day 2. So if you haven't watched Day 1, then go back onto my profile or join my Well Nourished group, and you can find it there very easily. So we had Day 1, and this is Day 2. So Day 2 of the Abundance Challenge. So how do we invite abundance into our lives? And a lot of times we hear the word abundance and we think manifestation or law of attraction. But really, abundance is those things and more. So abundance is like this overarching umbrella, and law of attraction and manifestation just fit underneath that umbrella. Or I like to think of these, I don't know if you've seen those toys, like the little mama duck and the 3 baby ducks sit on her back. It kind of makes me think of that. Like abundance is that big mama duck, and law of attraction, manifestation, those things are just sitting on her back. So if you can master abundant mindset, then learning manifestation and learning law of attraction just happens very, very easily. It all makes a lot of sense. So we're doing the Abundance Challenge from a yogic perspective in this challenge. Hey, Marsha. And so as we do this from a yogic perspective, it still brings in all of the other same qualities. However, I can teach you from the yoga examples. So in yoga, we talk about Shakti, which is energy. And Shakti energy is more than just prana. So in yoga, we talk about energy, and it's the prana, the breath. So we think of like Tai Chi, and the Chi is the energy that's running through you. Shakti is kind of Shakti, Tai Chi, like Chi, Shakti. There's a lot of overlays in different cultures and different religions, and I love tying all of those together, which we will be talking about so much more as I open up my yoga school, my online yoga school, which will be coming soon. So if you want to know more about that, message me for sure. But that is not what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about the energy. So Shakti energy is this female energy that's running through us. And when we say female, it's not as in like gender, it's in the qualities. So another way of saying this would be like the yin and yang energy. That one is more nourishing, one is more love and replenish and abundance and creating. And so we often use the word feminine to describe that, because in our language, that would be what describes it. However, I really like yoga because in yoga, we can use yogic words which don't have any meaning to them in our mind because it's a new word. So we can completely form a new meaning around that. And that's part of the power in chanting mantras, yoga mantras in Sanskrit, because the words themselves, we don't have these associations with the words. We can just stick to exactly what we want it to mean, that new association. So the Shakti, the Chi that is running through you, and Shakti represents that creative, that love, that inspiration. And so we're channeling that energy that's running through us, or the more yin. So we've heard of yin yoga, which is more this restorative. And so that's the energy that we're trying to be present in. Now, within the yoga culture, it's very common to, I'm sure you've seen all the different like deities. Now, I don't like to necessarily use the word deities because in our Western culture, it makes us think that in yoga, they're like worshiping these many gods. And in fact, that's not what they're doing. So I really like to clarify this. What they're doing is they're doing an ancient practice of channeling the qualities. And we do this in other practices by channeling our higher self, or in Catholic religion, they might like channel the qualities of a saint. And then we also do this when we are trying to learn manifestation, is that we channel in the version of us, our future self, that would have everything that we would need, that would have everything that they've manifested. And we channel the energy of that version of ourselves, and we're like, okay, that version of ourselves, and we're setting goals. We would say, future me in 5 years has this, this, and this. So they would have these habits. They would think this way. And so that is essentially what they're doing with all of these mini gods, And again, I don't really like using these terms in our Western culture because we have, again, so many already associations with those words. So it makes it hard for us to grasp these concepts. So let go of any previous associations you've had with those words. When we channel the goddess Lakshmi, we're not channeling her. We're not praying to this energy, so to speak. I think I zoned out there. We're trying to channel that energy, the qualities of that person. We're trying to say, like, what is it about that? Like, if I was to be her, how would that feel? How can I evoke that energy, those qualities, those habits, that thinking in me? And so what I invite you to do today's challenge is to pick someone that you look up to, that you admire, someone's life that you would, like to have to a certain degree, qualities of a life that you'd like to have. Maybe you want to go research, gods and goddesses, and which one would be the person for that. Lakshmi is of wealth and abundance and creating. And then, or maybe it's just your version of you having this magnificent life with all the things that you want to have. And ask yourself, what habits, what energy, what thinking, what all qualities does that version of you have? And then what is the gap from where you are now to then? What skills, what mindset, what things do you need to learn or change in order to become that version? Okay, so there's your activity. A lot of food for thought today. I don't know if it'll be quite as heavy tomorrow, but if you like this stuff, let me know. I got plenty of hours and hours of yoga philosophy that I can teach you when it comes to abundant mindset. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you a new perspective and challenge for today. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Marcia.